Why is this so damn hard to get a job now? In this video, we're going to talk through a few items to be aware of, along with how to still be successful with your job search. I want you to know that feeling anxious, depressed, mad, the job search process is emotional. It is emotional. And what can help is being aware of the items that affect employment. I want to help you understand those items. It took me a while to understand it myself. I'm here to really share that with you. And then towards the end of the video, I'm going to share how to be successful regardless of these items that are happening in the world. But I want you to know, stay positive, you got this, and please see the whole video through. So that way everything can come together and you can really understand what is happening today in this marketplace. Let's go through 3 quick items to be aware of that will help you understand why it's harder right now to land a job. Number 1, there are a lot of job postings out there on LinkedIn, Indeed, Glassdoor, yet not all of them are actual job postings. Some of them may have already been filled, meaning they found the person for the opportunity. Some of them they're not even hiring for anymore. The vision of the company changed and now they decided we are not even going to hire for this opportunity. So it's actually posted, yet someone forgot to take it down. And so that's why you're seeing some job postings that are not even available to you. Just remember that. Don't put all of your eggs in one basket and strategically apply and do some diligence, do some research before you put in so much time and effort in applying. So that way you increase the likelihood that the job actually exists and you don't waste your time applying to a job that does not exist. If you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button. I will be posting a video every week to help you with your career and also land a great opportunity. Another critical item to be aware of, and I know this item because I am a career success coach, but also a recruiter, and I post jobs on LinkedIn for my clients outside of my mentees on the career success coaching side. So I will post a job and within 10, 15 seconds, I have 100 applicants. And I'm like, there is no way that 100 people applied to my job. You know what it is? It's the AI bots. The AI bots that people have out there are just sending applications, and sometimes even I'm putting in filtering questions. I'm asking certain questions to make sure someone is qualified. They're putting yes to everything and they're letting that application go through. LinkedIn is working on a few things to help that or minimize that, yet it is happening. So when you apply to a job, let's say on LinkedIn, and you're seeing, oh my gosh, thousands of people applied, it might not be thousands of people. It might be that AI bots are applying on someone's behalf, that they hired someone to apply for them, yet they're doing the wrong thing. They're leveraging AI in the wrong manner. They're applying to jobs that are not aligned to them. Don't let that get in the way of your motivation level. When you see thousands of people applying or hundreds of people applying, that doesn't necessarily mean they are qualified for the job. So keep that in mind as you go through your job search process. Another item to be aware of, look at the market trends and what's happening in the economy. When there was a huge uptick in companies going public, so they're now publicly traded on the stock exchange, there usually is an uptick in employment and more opportunities. When there are more transactions happening in the economy, transactions meaning there's a merger, acquisition, companies are getting together, and a lot of investors are involved with those types of transactions. Usually, when there's an increase in transactions, there's an increase in employment opportunities. So think through that. Back in 2021, 2022, how many companies went public? How many companies went through a SPAC? A SPAC, I'll put the definition right here. So many companies were going through this process And there was actually a shortage of talent during those times. People couldn't keep up. Like companies couldn't keep up with how many people they needed. They needed to hire like right now. They were offering crazy amounts of money for professionals to join their company. Right now, the activity is not as high, but it will continue to increase throughout 2024. That's my prediction. I read quite a bit about the economy and what's happening and what investors are doing. There's a lot of money out there that they want to invest in some companies. So think positive. 2024, there will most likely be an uptick in transactions. Again, transactions are mergers, acquisitions, as well as companies going public. They could go public via IPO or SPAC. Quick financial lesson for you. Hope that all comes together. Employment is dependent on economic activities. More economic activities that occur, more likely there will be more employment opportunities. And again, 2024, there will be an uptick in employment opportunities because there will be an uptick in transactions that happen, given we were in a downturn. And what happens in a downturn? Only way is to go up. So stay positive during this time. Another critical item to be aware of. Companies are being a lot more specific with who they hire. And one of the reasons is because a lot of companies are now paying more attention to their retention. A lot of professionals now, they change jobs every 2 to 3 years. That's kind of like the norm. There was a time where professionals stayed at their one company for over 10 years, 20 years. They were lifers. They retired at the same company they started their job in and they started their career in. And that's not the case anymore. So employers are now being more skeptical of who is the right fit. And they don't want to take a risk at times if, let's say, you don't have the exact skill set that they're looking for. So some employers, some companies are just scared to hire someone who has the potential, which is unfortunate. For those companies that don't mind, those are the companies, if you receive an offer from that company that sees your potential, please take it as a huge sign that that company invests in their professionals. But yes, it's very, very hard for them to de-risk all of that. These items that we just went through, they do make it harder for you as a job seeker to be successful in your job search. There are AI bots. There are companies being so specific and so picky. And the economy is not where it was a couple years ago. Those all make it really, really hard. But what can you do to be successful and to increase the likelihood that you will land that job? Let's go through those items right now and set you up for success. Let's go through the steps very quickly. How to set yourself up to land the job, even with all of these items that we just discussed. Number one, make sure your LinkedIn profile is optimized. Make sure that it's optimized where you can capture the intention of recruiters and hiring companies. I have a LinkedIn video that I'll put in the comments to help you set up your profile and really, really helpful tips so you can start getting recruiters reaching out to you and you not applying. Next is making sure you have a solid resume, a resume that speaks to most of the roles that you are targeting. But if you apply, and not applying to hundreds of jobs, but when you apply strategically to companies that you really value, that you feel you can succeed in and are exciting to you, you have to tailor. You have to tailor some of your resume because you want some of the words to stick out to the reviewer, some of those keywords. Again, look at the job description. I have a few videos out there that will really help you go through that, but certainly don't have a one-size-fits-all resume and strategically apply. Next, when you get that call, when you get that email that they're ready to move forward, Let's bring your best self forward. Do not assume that no one else is in the interview process. Let's assume there are 10 other professionals. How are you going to stand out? You're going to stand out by being the most prepared. You are going to stand out by being confident, by allowing yourself to do that preparation. Sometimes that could include having a coach, having a mentor help you through that preparation to set you up for the highest level of success. The competition is a lot more during this time, and the competition might not be better than you, but maybe they've prepared more. So now the employer is viewing them as the better fit. Don't let that happen to you. Be the best prepared, bring your best self forward. I know it can get draining sometimes, but just know if you're the most prepared, you're going to give yourself the highest likelihood that things will work out. That is the goal. You want things to work out. And how can that work out? By bringing your best self forward. Thanks for sticking around till the end. Let's make your job search easier. Check out my LinkedIn video to set your profile up for success. And if you need further assistance, I will also have a link in the comments and the description to book a one-on-one call. If you need to expedite your job search process, you need to increase your level of motivation, you have any critical questions that can really help you be successful, please book a time and I'll be very happy to help you.